In episode 2 of The Bad Batch, we got to see some new faces as well as some old familiar ones. Episode 2 was really a lot of fun and we've got some really heartfelt moments. Although the action was still somewhat limited and the pacing is still quite slow, the heart of this episode was really about Omega and Hunter. What we see in this episode really is a blossoming father-daughter relationship, and the mini journey that both characters embark on really sets the tone for what we will eventually see for the rest of the series. Fresh off the boat, the episode does a really good job in depicting the endless childish curiosity that a child like Omega might possess. The character detail really goes a long way in establishing a character that, while naive, is still eager to learn and prove herself. There are some parallels that can be drawn between Omega and a young Ahsoka, but unlike Ahsoka, Omega portrays a sense of sensitivity that endears her to her audience. In the case of Hunter, the episode really sets up his journey to be about learning how to be a father. We see this reflected in the clone Cut, who is already a father figure giving parental advice to Hunter. The plot of the episode essentially charts out the acceptance of Hunter as a parental figure from Omega. Despite an attempt to send her away with Cut and his family, by the end of the episode, Hunter is forced to accept that he is her responsibility. It was nice to see Cut and his family once again. Last seen in the Clone Wars, having them in this episode not only feeds in well to the overall plot of the story, but serves as a reward for some of us die-hard fans who love the Clone Wars series. The animation is fantastic as always, and you can really see the brushstrokes on the faces of some of the characters and even in the environment. However, I must admit that for this episode, the camera angles were a little static. There wasn't a lot of dynamism in the way certain shots were framed, which made certain moments a little bland. This is a bit of an issue since the first episode had some amazing wide shots that really captured the beauty of the environment. That being said, episode 2 provides a sense that the world around our characters is rapidly changing. Continuing on from episode 1, our heroes are faced with an ever-changing environment that they are then forced to react to. This really helps keep the audience informed about what is happening in the world around them and how it affects the everyday people as the Republic makes its transition into the Empire. There were some really cool moments in the episode as well. Specifically, the action scene with Hunter in hand-to-hand combat with the clones was really well done. It provided much more complexity to the way hand-to-hand combat is typically done in the Clone Wars, which is good to see. Overall, the episode has a really wholesome feel to it. The episode is very much character-driven, and we are given plenty of time to spend with the thoughts and motivations of Hunter and Omega, which I am sure will pay off emotionally sometime in the future. It still feels that we are still in the introductory phase of the series, where we are still trying to get to know our characters a little bit better and what their motivations are. So now that episode 2 has effectively handled this and charted a clear direction for our characters, it will be really interesting to see where the series takes it from here. I certainly hope that they will ramp up the stakes and probably begin to introduce more villains along the way. I anticipate that in the next episode, we will get a clear sense of what the endgame for the Bad Batch is, which will help dictate the direction of the action. Unfortunately, we don't really have an idea of where the Bad Batch will be heading off to next, but I am still looking forward to the next episode. That's all for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Bad Batch content. As always, I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.